Namaste. Namaste. Okay, so, one second. Jeez Louise. Okay, so, in a perfect world, I would have been doing this earlier in the day, and in a perfect world, my whole room would have been cleaned up, or at least the table, so I would have a space to do this reading for L.S., my Scorpio friend. Okay. Anyhow, it's not a perfect world, but we are perfect in God's light. So I've already done my prayers for hours. I've been meditating. I had a little trouble because it's my 90-day fiance night, and so I was watching that. Anyhow, this reading is going to be for LP. I'm sorry, L. Her initials are L.S. She probably wouldn't mind if I said her name, but I put on my makeup. It's after midnight, or maybe it's even later. What time is it? Oh shit, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, doesn't matter. Put my eyebrows on, and I'm ready to go. Okay, all right. So I've already said my prayers, but I have them over here for a closing prayer. I'm still standing. All right, that's a good sign. All right. Anyhow, I usually always end with these cards, but Spirit told me to start with these cards from heaven. All right. So what messages do we have for my Scorpio friend and anybody else who it resonates with? You might not be a Scorpio, you might not be have the initials LS, but this might resonate with you. Okay, and of course I did this eye is a lot done more and dramatic and maybe wrong than this eye. Okay, but who's perfect? I don't know anybody. Okay, so I think God will forgive me, but at least I got my makeup on. All right, put my hoops on, and I'm Jenny from the block. All right. Anyhow, so the messages, any messages for my friend, my Scorpio friend, any messages from heaven? This card felt like it wanted to come out. Any messages from heaven? And I will be sitting down. It's just that I felt claustrophobic and I feel like backed up against the wall, and I'm not. It's just that the place is a gosh darn mess. And even though I threw out, and Devin helped me. He was doing his side, I was doing my side, and there was so muddy. I threw out a huge bag of garbage and a whole bunch of boxes, and then I put some boxes in the garage, which there's not even any room. Anyway, it feels like it didn't make a dent, so that was sad. Anyhow, we are listening to Jason Stevenson, DNA Healing, while you sleep. Do you see me sleeping? I don't think so. Okay, anyhow. So, spirit guides, who I already talked to. I already said all my prayers. I said them for a long time. I listened to many meditation pieces of music, and that's how I get ready. And even when I was putting my makeup on, I was listening to another third eye chakra opening, because I felt like I needed more meditation. Anyhow, those angels and people in heaven, the archangels of L.S., the ancestors for L.S. Please give me some messages. Thank you. Please and thank you. They go, after you pull this, sit down. Okay, I will. I will. Taking that one out too. How many do you want me to pick, Spirit? Eight. Okay. Thank you. Just make sure I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the money. Okay. And then also, this is a new thing that I do before I do that one. I just want to shuffle. These are my crystal cards. I have different decks of crystal cards. The reason why I like these is because there's a paragraph right there. I don't have to consult the book. So I love these. So I'm going to ask Spirit, what crystal or crystals does L.S. need to help her out? Crystals could be very helpful. Where's my obsidian? Where's my selenite? Oh, right here. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to try not to go ADD out on you. I've been listening to, it's actually Deep Sleep Music 528HZ, which I should have been sleeping like probably an hour ago, but you know me, I don't do that. Okay, I didn't take my medicine, all right, because I wanted to do the reading for you, even though this reading will come out on Monday. I'm sorry, I keep on looking because it's raining out and it's making creepy noises. And I really wish that I could close the blinds, but I would have to crawl over the couch and close the blinds, and then they would stay closed. But like, it's weird because everybody can see me if there's a creepy person walking by. But I am safe and protected in the white light of Jesus, and all the angels are watching over me. Okay, so what crystals should L.S. have? They said pick 2. Okay. Why did that bag just move? Okay. It's alright. It's just my daughter's birthday bag. I was getting it together today. Okay. I'm down here. Yeah, you might have noticed I didn't light a candle yet because I had candle lit from my friend Zen Jen, and also everybody, Summer. I had that lit. Harmony, Sincere and Classic, Suzanne, Michael, Jolissa, Genocide, Ruby, everybody's families. I had candles lit all day, and I was meditating on my family and friends. Oh, shout out for my sister Karen. She got hurt and she was in the hospital. She's okay, thank you. But thank God, my sister Karen's okay. She just fell when she was walking with her husband, and she has some cuts and bruises, but she's still doing okay. So don't get me started. Today I took a rest day. It was raining, so it wasn't like I was gonna go walking. I took a rest day, even though I was supposed to do, today would have been the 5th day, right? Let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, today would have been the 5th day. But you know what? I needed a rest. I just needed a lock-in day, and I took it. I didn't want to go run to the gym in the car. I didn't want to go walk outside in the rain. So it's okay. Angels, is it okay? I thought so. Okay, anyhow. Sorry. So just 2. Alright. So the music is a little bit loud, and I usually never say that because I want you to hear it and experience it, but I can't talk that loudly because everybody's sleeping, and if Devin wakes up, then he can't go back to sleep. Anyhow, so the 2 cards that you got, L.S., all right, I hope you can hear me, is Turquoise and Mossagate. I'm going to tell you what that means. Turquoise, I think you like turquoise, and I think turquoise is very good for the throat chakra and the heart chakra. Okay, so lots of healing. Sorry that this eyebrow is much darker and thicker, okay, because I'm not perfect, and it's just eyeshadow, because my eyebrows are almost non-existent. They're not gray, they're not white, but they're almost, because of the Hashimoto's thyroid condition, they're almost gone. So I really should be drawing them in all the time, but I don't know how to draw them in, so this is the best I could do. Okay, enough about me. Kids at school used to say, why 2 straws? And I said, because 2 straws will get the coffee through the straw faster than 1. And they were like, oh, right. Okay. I don't know, for some reason I feel like I have to stand and read this to you in person. I don't know. Let's get the old glasses on. I don't like these green glasses. I like my red glasses of the past, but I don't know what happened to those. I gotta get another pair of red glasses. Okay, Mossagate. This one is really beautiful. Mossagate. I think I have this stone. Mossagate is strongly connected to nature. It's found across the globe. It's considered to be a lucky stone. So you need some luck, L.S. Working with the heart chakra, yes. This stone brings abundance and growth to your life. I don't know what happened to my voice when I said growth. Okay, it's gonna be a long night. I could tell right now. It brings all the healing properties of earth, air, and water with it. Okay, so it's called Moss Agate. If you're not sure how to get these stones, you could, 2 people that sell stones, Crystal Medicine and Kim Magical from A Comeback, okay? Or you can go to your local store, or you can find it online, okay? And you hold it, and you, like, say it looks like this. And you won't feel a difference at first, but you just hold it, you look at it, you rub it, you put all your worries into it, okay? That's what he said. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so turquoise is the other stone. This beautiful sky blue stone is a healing stone. It is especially powerful when used on the throat and solar plexus. So the throat chakra and the solar plexus is like the stomach area. And third eye. Oh, right here, too. Third eye. Okay. It has been known to calm mood swings. Very good. Yes, mood swings, and stabilize running thoughts and worries. So you have been feeling, LS, you have been feeling very, very nervous lately, anxiety and fears. So turquoise will help you with this. And wearing more blue colors will help you too. And green, because turquoise is usually a mixture of blue and green. Okay. At the same time, it could stimulate love and romance. Yes, please. Right? Okay. That's why I like these cards. Okay, back to sitting position. I'm over here. Okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Okay, so let me put that down. Let me put this in the deck. Okay, I learned a little bit from that myself. Okay, you can always learn something. You're never done until you're dead. And then you're on the other side and you learn over there too. Okay, now let me get into these cards. Okay, now with your questions in mind, you wanted to know if your husband that passed away, and when I was shuffling the cards, I was asking that too, if your husband that passed away is trying to contact you through the house. because you've been hearing things, and don't worry, I got you covered. I know what you're supposed to do in that house. Okay. Anyway, so I asked the cards that too when I was shuffling them. So let's see what comes out. You want to know if he's trying to contact you and about your surgery, whether you should get your surgery or not. So we're going to go over all those questions. Your daughter's a Virgo and your son, I believe, is Pisces. And you are a Scorpio. Okay. And of course, your dad knows that you love him. Your dad is, I believe, has Alzheimer's, and he's going through a lot of different stages with his brain chemistry. So some days are good, or some moments are good, and he's very cognizant. And then other moments he doesn't know who he is. And that's not his fault, and that's not your fault, and it's nobody's fault. It's just, this is the way it goes when you have that disease. And really, if you can get them to listen to some meditation music that takes off, you could just put in YouTube, plaque decreasing from your arteries music. I listened to it the other day because I'm trying to get my cholesterol down. Okay, they have that. They have brain. Listen to put in Alzheimer's meditation music. Try to see if your dad will let you and him listen to it. Just have it in the background. Okay. Yeah, and just keeping him keeping him mentally alert is very good too. Anyhow, he definitely knows you love him. Just sometimes he doesn't recognize you at first. He might not recognize you or might not know you right away, but then he does know you. His soul knows you. Okay? So I hope that answers one of your questions. Okay, so and basically I asked if any angels or any ancestors wanted to give you a message when I was shuffling these heaven cards. These are my heaven cards, okay? Talking from heaven. All right, so the first one I got was, it was my time to go. There's a beautiful beach. All right, so you might say, he was so young, and yes, he was young, and you were young, okay? But God has the plan in the book. If God wanted him to stay alive longer, he would have let him stay alive longer. But God wanted him in heaven because he wanted to see different things come into play in your life, okay? He's still the same. He still wants you to remarry. He still wants you to be happy. He still wants you to live without fear. You're living too much with fear. You're having too many fears. You're letting it take, and everybody has fears. I'm not saying it's not normal to have fears. Everybody has fears. This nut bag over here has loads of them, but you have to control them. You have to control them. As far as panic attacks, I have them. I've suffered with them. I have PTSD. I have lived through a lot of things that I don't even talk about here, because you'd have to be here for 100 years. But what I want to say is, it's your responsibility to do positive self-talk. When every negative or scary thought comes into your mind, you have to start to talk you down, just like you would your kids when they were little. You would talk, and your grandkids, how you try to tell them to think positively, and not to be afraid that there's a monster under their bed, and not to be afraid that something's gonna come get them. You would tell them, no, you're safe. There isn't any, let's go check under the bed, let's go check in the closet. And you have your guardian angels always with you. So even if you're alone in your house, your kids have grown up, they've moved out, and now you're alone in the house at this particular time, okay? You have to learn how to live in a happy way. Now, Devin disagrees with me. Devin says, no, if she doesn't want to live alone, then she should move in with her daughter, or she should move in with her parents, okay? So that is another option. I'm just going to give you my opinion, and through the spirit guides and your husband in heaven, okay? He wants you to be happy again. He wants you to let him go into heaven fully. He always has one foot on the earth, because if you're crying for him and you're sad about your life and you don't want to be alone in that house, of course he's trying to come to protect you, okay? But he wants you to know it was his time to go, okay? And I have told you that before. It was his time to go, but you're still alive, so you're still supposed to thrive and look to be friends with other people, and enjoy your grandchildren, and enjoy your kids, who even are adults. They're still your kids. You know, you still want to be a part of their life, but they're independent and they have their own lives now too. And then also you're taking care of your parents. That's okay, but you should have something, whether you stay in that house or move to another house. You have to figure that out for yourself. You have to decide whether, is it my time to sell this house? And if you did sell it, I would sell everything, all of it. But remember, you have to pack up everything. I don't know if you're used to packing up. I don't know when the last time you moved was. Okay, this girl over here moved 14 times, and I don't want to move again. Okay, it's hella hard. Okay, but so that's why you have to be really sure whether you really want to move. And if you do, you have to consult a a realtor that sells houses, and that could help you find another home or a condo. Okay, or if you're going to move in with your daughter, or if you're going to move in with your parents, that's up to you. Do you really not want to have your own space? Think about that. Do you want to not have your own space? Okay, you're going from, I think, a lot of land. I don't know how much land you have. Make it yours. If you want to stay, paint. I keep on seeing green paint. If it's green already, think about a different shade of green. I don't know why I'm thinking green. Is a room green? Paint. Have people come in to fix things. And let me go through these cards first, and then I'll tell you more about the house, because I did get a lot of hits. And I have specific information about the house. Okay, so it was his time to go. And by you grieving, it's been a lot of years. By you still grieving, he has to stay earthbound. So in a way, it locks him to you. Okay, it's like, oh, my wife's not doing well, so I have to come back, and I have to stay around that energy. It's not evil. Okay, I'm gonna finish that conversation after I do these, because it's a whole different, separate thing. I send you loving signs through nature. This makes me feel really good. So through the butterflies, seeing a butterfly, seeing a bird, certain flowers might jump out at you. Those are your signs from your loved one, specifically Artie. That's beautiful. From nature. And you definitely should have a dog. You definitely should get yourself a dog if you don't have one. I don't think you do have one now. So he's trying to tell you, I feel happy and healthy. His body on earth wouldn't have been healthy. And most likely, if he did survive, he would have ended up in a wheelchair. He would have ended up not being able to walk and talk like he wanted to. And he's saying that his body is happy and healthy in heaven. And he's like, I want you to be healthy and happy too, Lee. We are soulmates. Oh, yes, you are. I think you already knew that. I think you already knew your soulmates. But that does not mean that he's not sending you somebody else here on earth. I know you've had a rough time. A lot of people had a rough time. But you have to keep on going. If you want to go through this matrix with somebody, there is somebody out there for you. Even just a companion, even just a best friend that you could be with, and they can enjoy your grandchildren, and maybe you can enjoy their grandchildren. But you have to keep on going, but visualizing the right person, the person that is going to be kind, that they're going to make you smile, they're going to care about your health, they're going to care about if you feel okay, all right, and you're going to care about them too. But they want you to, your ancestors, and also Artie. And is there somebody else named Anthony? Because I'm getting more A names in heaven. They want you to take care of yourself, your mental health, your physical health better, and more positive thoughts. Okay? Don't already come out every day with thinking, oh, another day that I can think of, the worst possible scenario. No, think of, I woke up again. I got through last night. I woke up. Today is a new day to get me closer to what I want to manifest. But yes, if you were wondering if you were soulmates, you definitely are. Okay, I will tell her. He's like, he goes, Katrina, I don't want her to think that because we're soulmates that she has to just try to rush to heaven, because she has a whole life that she's supposed to be with a good person, another soulmate. He goes, and I've been trying to send her. Okay, so I hear two names. I hear Richard and I hear Brian. Okay, I don't know if it's Brian Richard or Richard Brian, or if they're separate people. Okay, but I did hear those two names. Okay, so I am open and receptive to receiving any messages from Spirit for LP. Okay, and he's like, I'll give them to you. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. Okay, so as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So he's telling you that because he's a soul, he doesn't have a physical body now. He could visit you, he could visit your grandkids, he could visit your son and your daughter, and he does. But he also could be in heaven at the same time. All right? So it's like, but when you say his name or when you're thinking about him, he hears that and he tries to rush down to heaven, from heaven to earth, to catch your tears. Showed me that. So don't think you just crying tears into a pillow, or just crying tears on your shirt without anybody caring about you. Because he says, I catch Katrina, I catch every single one. He goes, but it keeps me busy because I have to come down from heaven, come down to earth. And it's nicer to be in heaven. It's nicer to be there. But he wants you to enjoy and be happy and grateful for your life. And yes, your surgery will go okay. And there's people that he wants you to meet in the hospital through your surgery. There's people that he's going to send around you. They're little messengers. It might be a nurse, it might be a doctor, it might be a male nurse. There's just so many angels that come in your life that you might not even realize. Okay? And it'll be a nice feeling. It'll take off that heaviness that you have on your chest. Okay? Yeah, so that's really beautiful. So he's trying to let you know he's in different places. Wait, I'm making a mess. I should have made this. Okay, I'll put it in that pile. Yeah, No, I did a lot. Okay. All right, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Okay. Very important message. LP, LS. I don't know why I want to call you LP. LS. Don't be afraid. Stop having fear. Ask God, please God, take away these fears. And then be responsible to try to help yourself. God helps those who help themselves. So you can't just say, just take away all my fears and then say, hey, it's not working. Why isn't God listening? Because you have to do the work yourself. Okay? All of us have to do the work. Just tell yourself stop. Replace it with that positive thought. Replace that negative thing. Oh, I'm never going to meet anybody. Well, because you're telling the universe, don't send me anybody because I'm not supposed to meet anybody. Instead say, I'm going to meet somebody who gets me, who understands me, makes me laugh. I make them laugh. I make them smile. I nurture them. Because think about what you bring to the table too. And, what the give and take will be. They like to be around my grandchildren. They like to be around my kids and my family, my parents. They are supportive. They take me to places to meet their family. They are giving. They are generous. I'm happy when we talk on the phone, whatever it is. Okay, those things that I told you 4 years ago, it's still true. Okay, it still will work, but you have to keep on doing it consistently. I hate that this is so dark and this is much lighter. Okay, it's bugging me. Okay, anyway, they don't want you to be afraid. Okay, because the evil one likes when we're afraid. And the light one, God, and all the angels, they like us to be in the light. They like us to replace those fears with, well, you know what? I don't feel good alone. So, like you did the other day, so you went to your daughter's house, and then you said you felt better. You were having a panic attack, it wouldn't go away. It was no good staying by yourself, so you did something good. You took yourself over to your daughter's house and you felt better. Okay? Maybe the next time you'll take yourself over to your friend's house, or you'll invite somebody over. Okay? Or you go to your parents' house and you'll do a visit. Then you'll feel a little bit tired, and then you go back home and you'll be wanting to go home just so you could rest and be in your own house. Or you go into your jacuzzi. I know you have one. Okay? Whatever it is that makes you feel a little bit more positive, then you do it. And that's what you did the other day. And I'm very proud of you. And so is Devin. He was like, she should stay over there for a couple of days. And I was like, I don't know if they have the space. I don't know what the situation is, but yeah. We didn't agree 100% on that, but that's okay. He has his opinion, I have my opinion, and Artie has another opinion, and your spirit guides. They don't want you to think you're alone. They are always with you. So, did you ever think of maybe fixing up the house to be more reflective of you on your own? The kids are grown, they're out, they've been out, and now it's really supposed to reflect not just your husband, because you can't bring anybody new in if there's 7,000 pictures of your husband, because he's in heaven, and you need to make the docket open for somebody new to come in. I'm not saying, take off all the pictures. No, but maybe take some of the pictures that are in the living room and put them in the dining room, or put them in the guest room on the wall, so that it's not so many pictures, and then where you can't, when somebody comes in, maybe they come over for dinner, you get into a relationship and you're making a dinner for them, and they look around and they're like, how am I going to fit in when her husband, pictures of a husband is everywhere? How am I supposed to fit in? You know, like, so I'm not saying take down everything. I'm saying make maybe a special wall that's not, you know, so in your face, so that you can invite somebody in, right? So that somebody new can come in and find a place next to you. Okay, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this is kind of what he's telling me. All right, I have no earthly worries. So basically, he doesn't want you to be worried about him. And weren't you in this sunflower field? I think you sent me a picture of yourself. It was really beautiful, and Devin was saying how pretty you are. And you among all the sunflowers. So he's trying to give you a sign that he knows you. You know, he knows all about you every single minute. It's like his physical body is gone, but his heart and his soul is still around. Okay, whenever you need him. All right, but rely more on your angels and God. And even if you don't know their names, just say, angels, please protect me. Archangel Michael, please come around and protect my home. Okay, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. It's not your fault. He wants you to know it's not your fault. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle one more time. Okay, I will. Like, now it's time to light the Palo Santo and the candle. Okay. I will. I shall. 1 second. Having a lot of trouble with lighters lately. Okay. If you saw this table, you'd be like, hoarder alert. I literally don't even have like room for cards. And that's not conducive, especially Virgo. It's like, I had a little spot over there, but I don't want you to see that mess that's behind there, and I didn't feel like putting up the wall. Okay, yes, thank you, Spirit Guides. I know I needed it. They were like, you needed that lit. Let's get lit. Oh, Tracy, did you send me a voodoo doll of myself? I'll show it to you next time, not tonight. Again, I can't deal with it. Why am I lighting 2 Palo Santos? Why? Because we need it. Yes, you like that, Spirit Guides? Okay. Okay, so. Yeah. Okay. They said just shuffle these one more time before I put these up. Yeah, can I have one more card? The Heaven card for L.S. from L.S.'s Angels in Heaven, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors for L.S. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Thank you for being with me this evening. I really appreciate it. Shout out for my friend Patty Carr, PK, because she's undergoing a lot of tests in the hospital and she's been having a lot of trouble, so please prayers up. I'm looking at my candle, it's lit, her name is on it, and my candle inside had her name on it too. I have a lot of names. Every time you light the candle though, that even if you don't even look at the names, it goes up. Messages go up. So please think of our good friend, our good sister, PK. You always hear me calling her PK. She's very, very sick in the hospital for a long time. Thank you, dear God. And thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was a lot. Oh my gosh, that's scary. It's not scary. It's not scary. Okay. Give me the strength to do the things that I need to do and the messages that I need to deliver. Help me deliver them clearly. Thank you. He wants you to know, L.S., he wants you to know he's standing right next to you. Okay? I am standing right next to you, sweetheart. I don't want you to be sad. I don't want you to be scared and fearful. And when you start to have the anxiety attack, try to breathe. Call up your friend, call up our daughter, our son, whoever answers first. Okay? But know that you are always protected. Please never forget that you're protected at all times, 24/7, 365. Yeah, he would like you to pray more. And I know you do, but sometimes I know when you're in a panic state and you're having a panic attack, your heart is going, you can't breathe, you feel like you're being choked. The last thing you could do is like even put a thought together, but you have to force yourself, okay? And remember, I think I told you this earlier yesterday. Panic, you were like a panic attack. I had a panic attack and it lasted a week. No, they usually last 10 minutes. Google it. It could last up to an hour at the most, but that's only because if you're still feeding the same fear or the same words, negative words into your mind without like, you have to have a go-to, okay? But he wants you to know he's standing right next to you. So if he were literally standing in the physical form right next to you, would you be fearful? No, you wouldn't. Because you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know that you were still here. He never left you. Okay? But he wants you to be, he's like, I want you to be a big girl. Okay? And you have to face some things. All right? Thank you, angels. Thank you, Lord. Okay. I'm going to put these away because I have lots of other things I want to tell you. In regard to your house, this is my fan. Okay. In regards to your house, okay. I don't know if you have any more Palo Santo left that I gave you. I think it was years ago. Yeah. Spirit's coming in. And it gives me a hot flash. Instead of getting cold, I get hot. I was getting hot all day, so I know, like in a full sweat. Like my whole body, all of a sudden somebody turned the heat temperature up to like 1,000. And yeah, so I gotta take my hat off. Sorry about my hair. Okay, I was trying to cover it up. Anyway. Spirit, what would you like to tell me? Tell her about the house. Okay. All right. It's not scary. Don't worry. All right. If you have any sage, white sage, I had given it to you. It looks like this. Or Palo Santo stick is even better. Because Palo Santo stick, you don't even have to really open the windows, open the doors, because the smoke is quickly. I had told you this, that you pray in every room, but I have an exact prayer. So every time you forget, you can always refer to this video, okay? Or you write it down, stop and write it down, because that's what I did. Because I actually do research for anybody that asks me a question. If I don't know the answer, I research it. And then I write the notes down so I know for the future. And I kind of knew some of it, but I wanted the exact words. Archangel Raphael for when you get your shoulder surgery. And I'll put you on the prayer candle. All right, when you get your surgery, let me know of the date. I'll put you on the prayer candle and we'll put prayers up for you. And you'll get through it. That might be, I anticipate, like a little something. You just have to have somebody that's going to help you when you get home. A lot of people get it. Sometimes it doesn't take the first time, but it's definitely, like Artie is saying, yes, you should get it. Listen to the doctors. They know what they're talking about. Okay. Do you have a tear? Did you get a tear in your shoulder and then re-tear it on your rotator cuff? Because it's showing me something with the tear. Okay, now I feel like even more sweaty. So what is the message? Is there another different message? All right, just tell her about the house, okay? Archangel Raphael is for healing, all right? Archangel Michael is for protection, but you have to invite these archangels into your space, wherever you are. In the hospital, ask for Archangel Raphael. If you're at home, you're nervous, something's going on, or you're in your car, somebody's, is scaring you, say, please, dear God, send Archangel Michael to protect me and my family, to help me out of this situation. Okay, that's it. Easy, right? It's a sentence, 2 sentences, but you have to invite them. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my home to protect my house. This is my house. You have to say, this is my house. And I only want positive energy and energy of the white light of God. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Please protect it against any evil. And there isn't evil, but, okay, so here's the things. They're like getting mad that I can't freaking spit it out. All right, but you know me. I said turn the music down because my voice is getting lower and lower. Anyhow, get your house checked. You hear knocking on the windows. That's scary. Of course, that's scary. Do you have a camera that shows if anybody's outside doing this kind of activity? And of course, call the cops. If you're alone and you hear knocking on the windows and there's no valid reason for it, call the cops right away and get yourself into a safe space. Number 2, Artie wants you to get a dog. A dog would be great because it can protect your house. Wherever you go, even if you move, you have a dog that, is going to take care of you. And your home. Number 3, you might have, did you get your attic checked out for mice, raccoons, squirrels? Okay, it might sound silly, but they make that kind of noise. When we moved into this house in 2015, this old house, we knew we were alone. It was just me and Devin. Not even didn't come from Jersey yet for a year. So we were here alone, and we heard these things, especially me, running back and forth, and it flipped me the frig out because I don't know the sounds of this house. But then it turns out, finally, Devin heard it, and we called somebody to go up in the attic, and sure enough, there was all kinds of squirrels in there. Then we thought it was fixed, and more came in. So then Devin had to go around the perimeter of the house and close up the holes that they were getting in. He had to just put some bricks and stuff. Plus we had professionals, 3 times. just to take care of that one thing with the squirrels. Okay, so that is something they wanted me to tell you. Something with the pipes. How old are the pipes? And maybe you need to get them checked out too. And are you falling asleep when you hear this? Are you just going off to a dream state? Because sometimes it could be a dream. All right? If it's not, you have to tape it. Try to tape, just put your phone on record, right? And try to tape it when it's happening. Or one night, stay up when you think it's happening, go in your room, wherever you can hear it the most, and tape it, all right? And then show that to get a plumber in there, get somebody in there to check for the squirrels or raccoons or mice, okay? And if it is, everything's checked out, also your water heater, all right? Water heaters only last 8 to 10 years. When was the last time you had a water heater? Sometimes before they go, they make a lot of weird noises, but usually we're sleeping, so we don't know before they're gonna explode. And then we have to get a new one and kind of clean up a big mess. So it's better to get them replaced if they're old, or they're 8 to, maybe it's leaking, all right? So it's hard to keep a house, especially by yourself, because you're by yourself. Maybe it's too much. Maybe you should downsize and sell everything and go into a condo where there's going to be people around you and somebody will do the maintenance outside. Or are you good at the maintenance outside? I don't know. I'm not good at anything outside. Okay, so I kind of enjoyed when I was living in an apartment, because somebody came in to fix things if things broke, because I really didn't have any idea of how to fix it. So those are two things. If it is a spirit, okay, and it's not to be scary, okay, it could just be because you're really just like trying to be with Artie and call Artie, or just thinking if Artie were here, I'd have no problems. And that's not true, because even though, he was your husband and you loved him and he loved you, there's always problems, and nothing is perfect. So don't think in that way. Thinking in that way is not realistic. So you have to learn how to live without him and be happy and know that he's still there watching over you, but he wants you to have another relationship because he can't be here in the physical world with you right now. Okay? So you say in a calm way, and hopefully you'll have some Palo Santo. When I get your check for the reading, I will mail you your artwork, and I will mail you Palo Santo, and I'll actually write this down for you. But you can do it already. You can go to Five Below and buy Palo Santo and sage. White sage is better, but sage, something that says sage. This really has a nice smell to it, Palo Santo, and it works just as good. Okay, and this is what you say. In a calm voice, in an even tone, because you don't want to sound angry, but you want to sound in charge, okay? But you're not yelling. You say, speak in a loud voice and acknowledge it, okay? Give a strong request or demand, but don't yell at it. And you say, let's put my other card. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, we'll be all right. It's just that I have a lot. You say, I want you to leave. I want you to leave, in a louder voice than I'm doing, because I can't do a louder voice. I want you to leave. You're not welcome here anymore. Okay? This is my home. This is my house. And then you say your name. I own this house. And you say your name. And it even says, like, because I know what you're saying, but if it's already, I don't want him to go. All right. So they had something for that too. So if you don't want them to go and you want them to stay, you say, if you are of the light, you are welcome. If you are of the light from heaven, from God, from Jesus, you are welcome. But please don't make any noise here. Hear me? Please don't make any noise here. This is my home. Okay? And I need to feel safe. I need to feel safe here in my home. I am, and you say your name. I am the owner of this home. Okay? It's a paragraph. You might have to do it for a couple of nights. You have to do it in a strong voice. If you still hear it, like this is after your house has been checked out. Even your daughter and your son, ask them to stay a night and check it out to see if they hear the same thing you hear. Okay? If they don't, it might just be for you. Okay? You still have to do this. You still have to light your Palo Santo, and in the smoke you say, I want you to leave. You are not welcome here anymore. This is my home. Claim your home. It's not your kids' home, because they moved out. They don't pay the bills. You do. Okay? It's not even Artie's home anymore. Okay? Because he's in heaven for a long time. You have to claim your home. Okay? If you are of the light, you are welcome here, but please don't make any noise anymore. Don't make those noises anymore. This is my home, and I need to feel safe here. I need to feel safe here. In Jesus' name, this house, this home, my home, is protected by the white light of Jesus. Archangel Michael is always protecting my home, is always welcome in my home to protect against all evil. Do not make any noises in my home. Thank you. Be firm. Okay? And that's it. All right? And if you would like to say any prayers, like Our Father, you can. That's how you bless your house. You go to every corner. Yeah, it might take a little while. And I stand there with my little dish. You can get this in Five Below too, or Walmart. And I stand there with my dish, and I light whatever, either the white sage cones or the Palo Santo is easier. With this, you have to open up, when you're done, you have to open up doors, open up windows. I can't really open these windows, so that's why when I'm doing something that is gonna, needs to be in and out, I like the Palo Santo. Okay, and the smoke goes away in a few seconds, as you can see. Okay, all right, so you could just watch this part. It's at from 57 minutes or 56 minutes to 59 minutes is when I did that part. Okay. Yes, okay, all right. They just told me, put those cards down, pick up the other cards. All right, so I'm gonna pick up these cards and ask about your house. Yeah, should she move? Should she move from her house, Spirit and angels? Should she move from her house right now? Should she sell her house and all the land? Please put pictures in my mind. Please let me hear in my ear. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I understand. So what they just showed me in my head was, oh, especially with the surgery, they don't want you making, this is just a patch, by the way, for stress, okay, because I ran out of my other patches, melatonin ones. Anyhow, they don't want you to make too many moves and changes because it's stressful and it's too heavy for you to move things around, even cleaning up the house to show it. They said not in October. I think you'll know more by the new year. I don't think you're gonna want to do it, make any big decisions like that till the new year. When I say the new year, it's gonna be here in January. So I would put that on hold because you're getting surgery. You're constantly going back and forth to your mother and father are very ill. I think your mother's doing a little bit better, you said, but still, I'm sure you're very busy going back and forth. And I'm pretty sure you have the job where you go to the apartment buildings. You have a couple apartment buildings or something that you do, your work. Anyhow, what they said to me is wait till the new year because there's too many things you have to heal. So you're gonna have to be stationary. You know, you're not going to be able to move around too much, and that would require like cleaning up to show your house, like moving things around, and they don't want you to do that right now. So they said with time, especially like when you're in the hospital, you're going to get like some downloads. You're going to get some like, hey, I never thought of it that way. Like with maybe even just painting or doing something different in your house that's just for you. That's just for L.S. That just says, oh, I always wanted new furniture, or I always wanted a new bed set, or new carpeting, whatever it is. Just something new in your house, and you order it and get it delivered, okay? And that takes planning. So it might be something like that that you're gonna see, but you still might move. It's just that they're saying wait till 2023 to be serious about that. And that's just a couple of months. They want you to heal. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. They just said take out 4 cards. Okay. Good. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. I said, the question I said with these, my angel cards, my other angel, OG angel cards, what should L.S. move from her house? I'm not going to say move or with partial land. No, just general move. From sell your house, that's it. Go somewhere else. I don't know where. Okay? But should she move? Should she sell a house? That said, it's up to you. And it is. Are you ready to put a period at the end of the sentence and move from that house? You might be. But in terms of your shoulder, I keep on feeling the right shoulder. Is it the right shoulder or the left? I keep on pointing to this. In terms of your shoulder, you're going to need some rest on that. Okay, I'm pretty sure your surgery is soon, maybe even this week. Okay, so they're saying it's up to you. Either way, that means the angels will make it work out for you. And the first card that I got was if you believe. Okay, but right now I'm not like I'm trying to remote view, and I don't feel like you're really thinking straight, like you're thinking emotionally, because you're a water sign, but you think because you're in fear, you're worried about your shoulder, you're worried about your house, you're worried about finances. You're too worried to think clearly about, do I want to live in, do I visualize a new home, or even a condo, or even an apartment, or renting another house, or moving in with my parents, or moving in with my daughter. Okay? You're all over the place. You're all over the map, so I can't remote view it. I can't see it. And you never make a decision when you're all over the place, because then you'll be making a decision out of fear instead of manifesting what you making the decision takes planning. It takes dreaming of what's your new section of your next part of your life. Okay? You can live another 30, 40, 50 years, right? You can. Okay? So what would be the next section of your life? Does it involve your house? Maybe, Devin had another idea. He said maybe she should rent out some of her house while she lives there, or rent it out and live where she lives somewhere else. And I said, I don't think she would like that, because I remember you telling me about the apartment buildings that you guys owned, and a lot of people didn't pay their rent. And then finally, when you got them out after 6 to 8 months or a year, they left a big, huge mess. And your house is like your baby. Your house has all your kids' energy in it, and Artie. And you wouldn't want somebody to, like, if you kind of feel connected to it. So if you just moved somewhere else and rented it out, you would feel like somebody's in my house. Are they going to treat it right? Or disrespect it? So it's like, if you want, you got to put a period at the end of the sentence. Either you want to move and you totally move and totally sell everything, the house, land, or you want to stay there still. Okay? If you don't know what to do, that means you need to just stay put and create a plan. Okay? And your plan might be, I'm attached to this house. I want to stay. Well, maybe you need to have a tenant. If you have another apartment or a room, maybe there's somebody that needs to rent a room from you. Okay? But actually have a contract written up how much rent they're going to give you. And you live there too. Okay? Because I think your son lived in an apartment in your house. So it sounds like you have, a big space. Maybe there's somebody that is a friend of the family that could move in, and then it won't feel so empty. Okay? That's just one way. But you know what? Ask your angels for information on that. Ask your angels, what should I do? What would be the best for me? And then let them put it in your mind. Might be a television show, might be somebody calls you up and gives you an idea. Okay? So they want you to believe. Either way, you have to believe in what you want to do. So it doesn't sound to me right now like your heart would be in it. Your heart doesn't seem in moving. All right? And that's okay. It might mean you need to stay longer. You'll know when it's time. And it might not be time ever. It might be that you need to fix it up and make it more suitable for you, and make a new chapter of your life in that house, in that home. Okay? Success. Either way, you're going to have success very soon. You're going to feel a weight lifted very soon. Okay? And there's also a new love coming in. Be assertive. Yes, and when you were saying the prayers, when you're trying to claim your house, and you don't want anybody in your house, you have to be assertive, okay? You have to take charge more and be assertive. This is my home. I own this home. You are not welcome here. And if you really feel like it is a positive spirit, they're not hurting you or bothering you, but it sounds like they are bothering you, just say, you are welcome here, but do not make any more noise. I need to feel safe in my home. Do not make any more noise like that. Okay? All right. So be assertive. All right. Let me just read my notes to see if I missed anything before I... Yeah. So in October, the solar eclipse, I think the solar eclipse is coming up on the 25th. That brings in truths, and some truths you don't want to hear. Some truths you might have known in the back of your mind. It was a feeling, because you're very psychic. You're a Scorpio, that's very psychic sign. But sometimes when we're fearful, we're going through a lot of anxiety and worries, we shut that down. We shut the third eye down. So by the 25th, there's going to be a lot of truths coming to light. Some might be shocking. Some might involve your family or friends, or even yourself. You might just decide, you know, I have to make a change. I have to make a change in what has been going on the last 10, 20 years. Okay, and especially the last 5 years. And nobody's going to make the change for me. I have to do it myself. Okay, so it's good to bring in the truths, and really thinking about and focusing on what you want to achieve is October. There's October. You might not achieve everything that you want in October 2022, but you're finally going to focus in. It's almost like you're adjusting your eyes to be laser point on exactly 3 things that you want to achieve before this year is up. One could be finances, dealing with the house. One could be dealing with the house, all right? Dealing with your parents that always, your parents are elderly. That happens in anybody who's lucky enough to have their parents. So of course you'll be helping them, taking care of them, okay? But for yourself, for you, LS, okay? Financially, you're thinking about, maybe even career-wise, and also love-wise, relationship-wise. So that might be 3 things. With those 3 things, write a couple of sentences in your journal on what you want to have. What does finances look like? How do you want them to work better? Well, I don't want to have so many bills, okay? So how can we get more income generated? Do I need a different job? Do I need to sell something? Do I need to have somebody rent a room in my house? Somebody that you know, maybe your son's friend, your daughter's acquaintance, a cousin, somebody that you know. If you're not comfortable with having a stranger that you don't know in the house, if it's not that private, I don't know your setup. Okay. So just being focused, really focused on what you want, being very mature about how I'm gonna go about this, making phone calls, reaching out, getting counseling for the anxiety. Okay, there's plenty of places that will help you with the anxiety. Of course, a lot of hospitals will say, okay, we need to give you a pill, right? Maybe you need a pill. I don't know. I always try the natural first, but there was a time in my life that for about 5 months, I was on medication, okay? Because my anxiety attacks, I had them at work and I had to work. And it helped it a little bit, but after 5 months, I went off of it because I didn't like how I felt on them. But there is anxiety medicine. There talk therapy. I went to talk therapy as well. Okay, there's a lot of things like that. Even things that you could do on your phone. You don't even have to go to the office. You could do talk therapy from your phone. Okay. And the breathing, of course, do breathing exercises. All right, so focus on the things that fulfill you. And there was something with a musician, being around a musician, or are you a musician? A lot of Scorpios are musicians out there, but a musician might be somebody that you're gonna come into contact with. So in November, Scorpio season, that's your season, that's your birthday. What has been holding you back? You have to set yourself free. You're going to figure out, you're going to see a little bit, a glimpse of, you're going to finally realize, like light bulb moment, that's what's been holding me back from getting my dreams. That's what's holding me back from having a successful relationship, I have to stay away from douchebags. Okay, I have to stay away from people who just give me a crumb when I deserve the whole cake. I have to see the red flags faster. Okay, if somebody comes at you and there's all these question marks around them, and it doesn't clear up, after the third date, let them go. Okay, make room for the next person. But yeah, get out there more too, because that's what he's saying. She needs to get out there more. It's not just gonna come right to your door. Never comes right to your door. And keep on manifesting. Oh, they just told me do the love cards. All right, and so in December. Okay. So if you want to move out, make the change, but making the change, I don't see the full change until 2023. So if you really do want to sell the house, you're not happy with the house, you just want to get out, you want to be somewhere else, well, you're going to have to figure that out with a realtor. You're going to have to figure that out as a plan. It's not easy to sell a house. You have to make a plan, you have to contact a realtor, and don't worry about where you're going to move to, but you can have some ideas, talk it over with your family. You might have to put things in storage and move in with your parents if you do sell it quickly, but it's not going to happen overnight. There's going to be inspections done on the house. If somebody does want to buy it, they're going to, ask for all different plans and stuff like that. It's not something that's really quick, okay? Unless it's maybe somebody in the family that buys it, all right? But from what I got, spiritually, it's like by December, you'll feel like you're achieving more of what you're setting out in October and November. But you have to be very focused in October and November if by December you want to accomplish a couple of things. Someone feels like they tried and failed with you. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But they want to approach you or call you, but they feel like, oh, she won't answer the phone because I was bad to her. So somebody wants to reach out. If it's somebody from the past, you've been there, done that, I wouldn't get into a relationship, but if you want to just be friends, maybe talking makes you feel better to talk to them, I would talk to them, but I wouldn't redo the same relationship that didn't work. It didn't work then, it's not going to work today or tomorrow. So look for somebody new, okay? Invite some new energy, but knowing this is what I want. I don't know how old you are. I think you're in the 50s. As in the 50s, grandmother of two, you want to have somebody that wants to do things with your family and you. You want them to be open to that. You want to also enjoy their family if they have a family. You also want to be invited to their things. You also want them to, I don't know, whatever you want to do, go to restaurants, go to the beach, go on vacation, whatever it is. Have them help you with your house. Be willing to help you with your house. Like when I was in my apartment, a lot of stuff was breaking, and that's when I first met Devin, and he used to come over all the time and fix things, and that made me happy because I was like, wow, that's like amazing how he knows how to fix things. And it's not like I went out with him because he could fix things, but it was a thing on my list because I don't know how to fix anything. Okay, and that just made me feel nurtured and loved and taken care of, and I wanted that feeling. Okay, anyhow, so the person that wants to talk to you but they feel like they failed, if you feel like talking to them, maybe they want to apologize to you. If you feel like you have that energy to talk to them, just talk to them. Accept their apology if they apologize, but don't let them in, because they're not going to make you number one. That's what I just heard. The person that will make you number one is a whole new person. Okay, so love life, relationships, spirits. Spirit guides, what do you see for the relationships for L.S.? The future relationships for L.S. Oh, that one flipped out. Relationships and love for L.S. Thank you. Please and thank you. Relationships for L.S. Oh boy. What do you want to tell me? I'm sweating. Spirit, what do you want to tell me? I'm open and receptive to receiving the message. Appreciate it. Appreciate. She needs to appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I see. I see you in hospital gown. Okay, so remember I told you there's important messages coming when you do get the surgery. That's why don't avoid the surgery. Get the surgery done, because in the hospital, and I see you in the gown, and you kind of laughing about your hair or something to do with your hair. Maybe your hair got attached to the gown, but this message is coming in. All right, now, I don't know if it's a relationship or a potential relationship, but you're going to learn something about yourself and about somebody else. It might scare you a little bit because your heart has always been with Artie. So it feels weird to you to open it up to somebody else. But you have to understand that other people feel that. When they, even if they're the wrong one and they're a douchebag and they didn't treat you right, they feel there's somebody else in the room. They feel Artie's energy. And that's what you have to let go of. You have to let him go fully to heaven, and you be like, I got this. And so that you can invite somebody else that's on the earth plane to be your love. Okay? And it's nothing against Artie. It's to death do we part. But doesn't mean that he's, doesn't love you anymore. It doesn't mean you don't love him. But you have to let him rest in peace, so to speak, so that you can be on earth and live on earth with somebody else. I just heard my window make a noise. So I'm not going to be scared of it. I'm going to say, thank you for the validation. No evil spirits are allowed in here. Only the white light and loving spirits from God. In Jesus' name, amen. Archangel Michael, protect me and anybody who watches my videos and everybody in my family, whether they're here from Pennsylvania, New York City, New Jersey. Thank you. Love, life, and relationship for L.S. Thank you. This one popped out. Okay. This could be the one. Okay? You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Oh, is there something you didn't tell me? Look what happened. I hear Artie goes, Katrina, I've been trying to send them for years. The other ones were just rebounds. Okay? She went too fast. Yeah. This person might not just be friends, just be talking. You'll talk a lot, and that's good. And he might not even he's not gonna be like, oh, I want to move in your house. No, he's gonna be like, I have my own space, you have your own space, and let's just talk. Like, he's a little slow that way. Slow in that, he's not running, to take you to the altar. Okay, but you're not running there either. You need to get to know each other. But did you already meet somebody? Or is this somebody you have your eye on? Okay, because this is saying this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, I like it. I like it. Flirt. Okay, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Flirting is important. Okay, don't forget to flirt. And I know you feel like a typical Scorpio, bashful. You feel bashful, but you could do it. You're sassy. You might even be flirting inside when you're wearing that gown. Okay. It's the funniest thing that I see. Okay. So worth waiting for. Yes, they are worth waiting for. Divine timing. It's not your timing. It's not my timing. It's divine timing is at work in your love life. So that means divine timing is doing it. Instead of being one, you're going to be a two. Right? And at the same time, here's a prayer for the relationships and successful relationships. Please, dear God, and my spirit guides, but God is the big, or you could say, please, divine, but I like, dear God. Please, dear God, send me my soulmate. I know my other soulmate and my husband is in heaven, but I need somebody down here on earth. Please send me somebody that could be my friend, that cares about me, that I care about, and that we can be happy together and make each other smile and be there for each other in this matrix. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Honeymoon. Oh my gosh, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss. See, this was the energy I was getting earlier. Okay, and yeah, you might be getting married in 2023. Okay, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So see why maybe don't rush into selling the house, because you want to have the holidays. You like the holidays. You cook for the holidays, right? And even if like maybe they do the holidays at your parents' house because they're elderly, or your daughter does it at her house because she's young, still have something at your house, like maybe Christmas Eve, or little cocktail party, or something with food, because I know you're a good cook. I just know it. Anyhow, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Did I read all? Yes, I did. Okay. They said pick two more. Okay. Can I have two more relationship cards, love cards coming up in L.S.'s life very soon, October 2022, November 2022, December 2022, before the year is out. I just heard, before the year is out. She will know. She's going to know more answers. She's going to feel a little bit better. Yes, go with the flow. Go with the flow, knowing that God has your back. Artie and your angels and your spirit guides and your guardian angels are always with you. They've been with you since you were a little seed in your mom's belly. They were assigned to you. They've been assigned to you. So that should take away your fear. And make plans. So go with the flow, but make your plans. Be focused on, don't just say, I don't have anybody in my house. I'm lonely. Nobody wants me. I just pick losers. No, forget all that. Write down what you're happy and grateful to have. First, what you actually have. A lot of people don't have a beautiful home. A lot of people don't have land. Okay? A lot of people don't have their parents. All right? A lot of people don't have grandchildren, except Sincere and Classic. Okay? So write down what you have first and be happy and grateful for that, and thank God and thank your angels for that. Then a whole list of what you want. I'm so happy and grateful, as if you have it already. I'm so happy and grateful I have a safe, loving, fun home to live in where I can afford the finances. I'm so happy and grateful I'm in a loving relationship that started with a friendship. And all the things that you want. He is blah blah blah. He is generous and so on and so forth. And he is honest. You need that. And he tells me exactly what's on his mind. And yeah, I feel the person that's coming is very blunt. They're very opinionated, but they don't mean it to be mean. They just have a knowing. And they're just blunt. And they care about my opinion. That's very, you need that. They care about my opinion. They always ask me how I feel. They ask me what I want to do. They make plans. Okay. I said take two more. Took two more. Okay. Trust. Yes. And I trust them. I trust that they're telling me the truth at all times, and I tell them the truth, and I am honest with them too at all times. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So having faith, what they're saying is, let me know if I have that right, Spirit. Oh, she asked. Okay, yeah. So remember, I was like, go with the flow, trust the process, and also put that energy out there that I am going to meet somebody that will be my soulmate. I am going to meet my best friend. Okay? Yes, you're not doing anything against Artie. You had your time that God wanted you with Artie. Maybe you wanted more time. Of course you did. You wanted him to be in your kid's life. But he was until, I don't know how old the kids were when he passed, but I'm pretty sure they were little. But that's all in the past now, and they're grown, and you did a beautiful job with both of them, and you have these grandchildren. And so what you have to do is trust in that now you're supposed to take another step towards finding happiness for you, finding that relationship for you. Okay? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking, what does Katrina always tell you every single day? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Where do you see this picture? Okay, so stay optimistic about your love life. Don't say, I only meet losers, because you're telling the universe, just send me losers. Don't send me, just say, I only meet successful, or whatever you want them to be. They don't have to trustworthy, generous. Why not put them successful? Let them have a career. Let them be successful people, and start turning that mindset to that. Okay, but you're only going to get it through positive thinking, not negative thinking. Okay. All right, so that's it with those cards. I feel it'll be in before 2023. before the end of the year, but you have to work at it. You have to, you have to put yourself in more situations where you're meeting people, okay? And you have to see the red flags a little bit better, okay? And so the person that was bad to you, like if somebody cheated on you or treated you badly, you might say, well, I'm just going to give up. I'm not meant to be with anybody. But no, don't say that. God was putting those people in your way, and you were lonely, you were scared to, be a young widow with 2 young kids, so you weren't thinking, oh, let me get the best person. You just took any person, and that wasn't the right person. And then you tried again. After many years, you tried again, and that person really didn't want to be involved with your grandkids or your kids. So those red flags, what you're specifically looking for, who you're specifically looking for, is somebody who is a family person like you are, somebody who has similar interests, especially about family like you are. And they're out there, okay? Just thought I saw a bug, but hopefully I didn't. Okay. Now I'm just going to close with the angel cards. Hopefully I answered all your questions. I think I did. I tried my best. Anyhow, these are angel cards from my friend Ruby Tuesday. Okay. And now let me just concentrate on you. What messages do we have from Spirit and the angels for L.S.? What messages do we have for Scorpio? What messages moving forward, October 2023? Oh, I'm sorry. I went ahead of myself. October. Jeez Louise. October 2022, November 2022, and December 2022. Moving into the new year, which is January 2023, what do the angels want to tell L.S. about her life, about relationships, about her finances, about her career, or her businesses, or her, moving forward? Oh, and also I'll pull a card for your daughter and for your son. Okay. I feel like your son is going to change his job. Or maybe he just did. I just feel like there's a change. Might even change a relationship. Like, I keep on seeing 3. I don't know if he was born. I think you said March, but I see 3, like number 3. So has he had 3 relationships, like strong relationships? I feel like the 3rd one. It's the girl that's very educated. Could she be a nurse or in the medical field? I feel good about her. Okay. And who's Catherine? I got a Catherine, very clear. Catherine around you. And Marie. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, this is for you, Archangel Jovial. Okay, I don't know these cards that well, so I am going to look it up so I can read you the exact definition. Archangel Jovial. So it's a lot of yellow, which tells me the solar plexus is important. I don't know if you've been having acid reflux or stomach aches or any problems with your ulcers. Okay, so anyway, this represents joy, beauty, enlightenment. It's really beautiful. Joy, beauty, and enlightenment, and the meaning of the name means beauty of God. That's so nice. Jovial assists you in seeing beauty in the world around you and finding joy through your own unique form of creative expression. In a world where there's so often so much ugliness, he illuminates the people and experiences that come into your life and asks you to pause to appreciate them. What did I just say before? Sit down and say what you're happy and write down what you're happy and grateful right now, what you have and the people that you have. Okay? He wants you to appreciate them. Call on Jovial when you lack the spark of joy in your life. He will assist you in finding the answers, and you want the answers, clearing the fog of day-to-day struggles, allowing you to insightfully bring your awareness to matters that have been unclear, helping you find the silver lining and the beauty of all things. If you lack inspiration or are on a creative block, call upon Archangel Jophiel to bring enlightenment through new ideas. Archangel Jophiel asks, do you only focus on the ugliness in the world around you? Does nothing in your life bring you joy anymore? Because you're supposed to tell yourself, I am surrounded by the great beauty and inspiration at all times. I am surrounded by great beauty and inspiration at all times. I am surrounded by great beauty and inspiration at all times. Archangel Jophiel fills my life with much joy. Archangel Jophiel fills my life with much joy. Okay. Next one. They want you to step into the light. Wait till you see how beautiful this is. Step into the light. Okay. And what that means is 6. 6 and then 26. 6 and then 26. Okay. Illumination, support, guidance. It's the angel of miracles. Okay. So do you feel that you're stuck on a rocky path with no way of changing your direction? Are there dark, heavy clouds in your life that make you feel despondent? And what you're supposed to tell yourself is, I gratefully accept the angel's guiding light to help guide me to joy. I gratefully accept the angel's guiding light to help guide me to joy. And the second one, I walk in peace and confidence towards a brighter future. I walk in peace and confidence towards a brighter future. Okay. And they just said one more, but I have to shuffle it again. Did the angels want to tell L.S.? One last one. Oh, seek within. Seek within. Yeah, so I feel like the angels want you to look inside more, to really feel and understand what you want, okay? Not what somebody else wants, not what your daughter wants for you, not what your son wants for you, not what your parents want for you or your brothers, what you want for you. Okay? And It's the angel of wisdom. And it says, are you emotionally and physically drained to see the situation clearly? And I feel you are. That's why I don't want you to make a major decision. And also you have to heal from the shoulder. So you're emotionally and physically drained. So do you always expect yourself to perform at full pace? And the affirmation to tell yourself is, it's okay to take time off to reflect on challenging situations. It's okay to take time off to reflect on challenging situations. Okay, so what I just heard was, I just heard, Katrina, my wife needs you to smile more so that she can smile, because I was looking too serious. And he goes, could you smile? And I go, excuse me? In my head, I'm trying to read this. And he goes, she needs you to smile more so that she feels better. Could you smile? Could you smile more? So I'm so sorry that I was like seeming so strict. It's time to have a sip of wine. Can I do that? Please do. Drink it if you got it. Okay. No, so this is the affirmation. It's okay to take time to reflect on challenging situations. And the next one is, I am able to gain strength and clarity when I detach from a situation. I'm able to gain strength and clarity when I detach from the situation. That's why when you go back to your house, you can make a bubble bath and go in the bathtub, or go in your jacuzzi, pour yourself a glass of wine and relax, watch a show that you like. You can't unwind like that if you don't have that house. All right? Yeah, you can if you get a new house, but to get a new house, you have to sell this one, you have to pack things up, you have to pack everything up. Okay? And so what I'm seeing is not now. That's what I'm seeing. But I mean, if you want to do it, I don't know how you're physically going to do it with the shoulder. I keep on pointing to the old shoulder. Okay, now I'm going to do your kids, and I'm going to ask the angels, and I'm going to ask Artie, is there any messages you have for your son and your daughter? He goes, Katrina, you already did my son. You want him to change his job? If he didn't already. He goes, I want something better for my boy. Something he likes. And also can make money. Is there some more training he has to do? Was he training to do something and then he stopped? He's like, he needs the paper. He needs some paper. Okay. Yeah, so we have a Virgo and I think a Pisces, but you know your kids. And this is out to all the angels. L.S.'s kids. Any messages? Is your daughter thinking about having a third child? Yeah, she's fine with the 2, but if she wants to have one more, I would wait a year, at least a year. But she's fine with the 2. But if she wants to have one more, it might still be a boy, because there's a lot of boys around. There's a lot of boys. But I think when your son has kids, I think he's going to be the one that has the daughter. Yeah, you do have a lot to look forward to. Oh, okay. There's something that you need to talk to your son about. Like invite him over, make his favorite thing that he likes to eat, because it'll come to you. He might say something to you, reveal to you, like towards the end of October. Have some time with him alone without anybody else. How about the daughter? I know I didn't even pick a card yet because I'm getting messages. She's like a worrywart. She's like your mother. Okay, so in a lot of ways, it's like you're the daughter and she's your mother. But she's very stressed out. He's like, Artie's saying, like, Katrina, I want my daughter to have more peace. I want my daughter to feel more relaxed. Like, she's such a good mother and she's such a good daughter. And she worries about LP. Why do I want to put that P word in there? Is there any name that starts with a P around you? Anyway, he's saying he wants your daughter to have more fun. Of course, she's a Virgo, so she's strict with, everything with the kids and money, finances, and take care of her husband. Is there a cruise? Is there a cruise that you guys are going to go on? You definitely should go. Yeah, you guys need a trip. Even if it's a short trip. Why am I thinking Hershey Park? I see like kind of like a cruise in Florida, but it's not Florida. Like, are you guys going on a cruise? Or did they go on a cruise? Yeah, they need more family time. Like the husband, the wife, the 2 kids, and grandma. Like a family trip. You could take care of the kids and they can go out to eat. They can go out. Yeah. All of you guys need relax. You and your daughter, you should take your daughter, right? When the husband's home to watch the kids, you and your daughter should go out and get a mani-pedi. Yeah, Artie's like, yeah, she should do more mother-daughter things alone, because both of them need to relax. That's what he's saying. Both of them need to laugh and relax. And I don't care if you've never had a mani-pedi, then you need to get it. Definitely need to get it. Go get your hair done, both of you, and mani-pedis. He's going, I would like that, Katrina. Yeah, he doesn't want your daughter. He's like, our daughter is stressed out. She's really stressed out. Could it even be something she's not telling you because you're already upset, so she feels like she can't unload on you, but you have to make sure. Yeah, you have to make sure you go to her and you say, tell me, how are you doing? Don't tell her what you're feeling. Just say you're okay. Say, I'm good now. But I want to talk to you. I want you to tell me how you're doing. What makes you upset? What makes you feel sad? What makes you feel happy? Like, really have a heart-to-heart talk with your daughter. She needs that. She needs her mother. Okay, because I feel like she's mothering. She's mothering you because she sees you in a state. And now you need to tell her, Mom's good. I'm good. I'm your mom. I'm going to help you. I want to talk to you and make you feel better. Okay? She needs that. She needs you to be strong. Okay? Alright. And he's validating it. He's validating it, too. Okay, let me just take out 2 cards, because it's going... Ooh. Sudden wealth. Sudden wealth. Okay? Then we have a false person. This is a false person, but I'm going to read about that. I got to read about that, okay? This is the Kipper. 8. I heard Anna. So the names I hear around you is Anna. I heard Steve too. I heard Catherine. I heard Brian and Richard. Is there a Jordan or Jake? Jordan. Jason. Okay. So 8. Let me just see. 8. A false person. False person. In the challenge, in this card, we see a sly, evasive woman hiding her real expression behind a Spanish fan. At the side of the marble hall lurks a mysterious, somewhat sinister man in a fancy mask. Is it just their costumes for the ball, or are they up to no good? The king, drama kings and queens, lovers of trouble, manipulators, frenemies, however you want to phrase it, watch out. This card has power to turn beneficial cards to the opposite one. Don't trust everybody or everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar. This card warns you against dishonesty and deception. Hold your cards close. Check your motivation and targets. At best, this card stands for a mistake or faux pas. More often, it indicates deceit or a dishonest person working against you. Against the scenes. Okay, so just feeling this energy like a windfall, somebody might say to you, oh, I could sell your house and you'll be a millionaire. You'll never have to worry about money, right? I'm just using that as an example. Just be careful, do your research, look through everything, have somebody else, if you used to rely on your dad, but your dad can't do it anymore, you're going to have to hire an accountant, or maybe ask your accountant. Have somebody that you trust. Look into it. There's no just easy windfall. So this is a male and a female that I don't trust. Okay. Yeah, so the fan suggests a masquerade, provides an ideal scenario of falsehood behind the costumes. Perhaps it's an opportunity to be what you really are, what's the real you, and which is false. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's all I could do. Oh, look what the next card is. Marriage. Okay. All right. Let me just do one closing of these angel cards, and then that is it. Because this is 2 hours. Oh, crap. All right. Give me a closing card for our friend Bella Butterfly. Scorpios out there. And L.S. Give me a closing card. I don't know why I'm saying L.S. And you have no problem with your name there, but I just said I'm going to use initials for some reason. But then I didn't use initials for Artie. Okay, here we go. Closing card. Oh, you're going to love this. Peace. Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Hope this helped. I love you very much. Things will work out. Think positive. You are never alone. Love you. Namaste.